In this video, I'm going to be exploring the abandoned rails between Wells, Nevada and Twin Falls, Idaho. It's a very short line, about 100 miles, and there isn't that much to see, but what there is pretty exciting. So let's begin. Here is a map of the area I'm going to be exploring. Our first stop is Wells. It's a small city along Highway 93 in northern Nevada. Downtown is filled with a lot of abandoned buildings, including this casino and hotel. Wells was founded as a railroad town in 1869 when the Central Pacific Railroad established a station here. The line that we'll be visiting today started from Rogerson, Idaho to Wells and opened in 1926. This line was abandoned in the mid-70s. The city of Wells is a full-service place. In fact, this is where I usually stay when I'm in the area. And they just recently announced that Amazon is going to be opening a facility near here, which would bring a lot of jobs and opportunity to the residents of the city. Here's another casino and hotel. This one's been abandoned as well. An earthquake struck here in 2008, causing significant damage to a lot of the buildings downtown. They also have this really neat outdoor museum. UP Rail still has a main line that passes through Wells. Now we're going to head north towards Idaho. Much of the grade is now gone or repurposed. And we're in an area where there's not a lot of civilization left. In places, you can still see some of the grade from the railroad. As you can see, there's not much left to see, but the scenery is still gorgeous. A little further up, you're going to come to a place called Blue Jay Gulch. It's hard to see from the highway, but the grading is still here. It must have been really special to take a passenger train through this area. Next is the ghost town of Contact, Nevada. It's about 15 miles south of Jackpot. Gold was first discovered in the area as early as 1870. A post office opened in 1897 and operated for over 6 decades. By 1908, 300 people lived here. Now there's just a handful of residents, but this building was one of my favorites on the entire route. Right along the highway, there's a plaque to the town and some foundations for buildings that have been torn down a long time ago. By the way, I'm filming this video in November of 2025. And a little further down the highway is this abandoned gas station and diner. It also looks like it had a hot springs here. Now we're going to head to Deloplane, Nevada. Population 0. You can see the town of Jackpot from here. There doesn't appear to be a lot of information about this place at all. That was probably the foundation for a water tower. Besides that, the only thing left of this town is a couple of foundations, all of which are behind that fence, which means there's no trespassing. There was, however, one person camping about a mile outside of town.
There's the grading.
Now we're going to pass the town of Jackpot and head into Idaho. Our first stop is Amsterdam. We are now in southern Idaho's Magic Valley, famous for its potatoes, sugar beets, dairy, and irrigation farming. Besides that, there's not much information about this town, but the grain elevator still exists. Now we're going to head to Hollister, Idaho. This is a bit of a bigger town. Surprisingly, this town only had 57 residents in 1970. There's still 2 grain elevators. Downtown has a few abandoned buildings. And finally, we're going to visit Twin Falls, Idaho. This is a really big city. The abandoned rail line goes right to the edge of the city. Then it connects to this part, which is now used for old rail car storage. This area is located on the southwest part of the city. In fact, you can see downtown from here. Once you get downtown, you can see there's a lot of activity going on. And there is a current railroad that still passes through town. Southern Idaho is pretty trippy. I really enjoy visiting this area. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it wasn't very long. There just wasn't a lot to see. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comment section below. And until next time, thank you.